Greetings and welcome back to room 303 and our chats with Emily, as we're calling our readings through the poetry of Emily Dickinson. We turn now to a little poem number 111. The bee is not afraid of me. This I find a fascinating theodicy. Again, our assumptions that you've been following our stuff at LearnStrong.net, down that left-hand side, Chats with Emily, and playlist. You'll remember in our set of introductory comments, I'm hopeful that you studied this already with us, that we talk about our big five: epistemology, what you can know; ontology, who you are; psychology, sociology, study of individual versus collective mind. But you'll remember the last of our big five, as we talk about it in room 303, is the question of theodicy. That is to say, why must there be pain and suffering in the world? There are a whole lot of folks that have read these poems that have said, Emily is constantly asking the why question. Why must there be pain, suffering, sadness in the world? And we're certainly going to get this going on here. And we're also in this poem back to Emily's obvious love of nature, and more particularly summer. I think that it is very much possible that she is in some ways responding to Shakespeare's Sonnet 28 and his notion of the summer there. My Emily group has pointed out that there is this wonderful quartet of bees, as they call it, and pay attention to the bee, the butterfly, the brooks, and the breezes, okay? It is fun. She says it this way: the bee is not afraid of me. I know the butterfly. The pretty people in the woods receive me cordially. The brooks laugh louder when I come, the breezes matter play. Wherefore mine eye thy silver mists? Wherefore, O summer's day? Now, the poem breaks rather nicely into two parts. And the first part of the poem is, of course, Emily's harmony with nature. Notice that she'll say, the bee is not afraid of me. Now, I find that a fascinating, just go back and already Emily's treatment of bees to this point. Notice, in other words, there's no contest, there's no tension between me and the bee. I know the butterfly, which is, of course, a really fun way to say that I've watched butterflies and we're pals. And then she'll say, the pretty people in the woods, I love all this personification, right, receive me cordially. My Emily group seems to suggest that they think this is flowers that are the pretty people in the woods that receive her cordially, okay? And then she'll continue with the brooks, laugh louder when I come. In other words, I'm embraced by nature. The breezes matter play. And again, it's fun that she can personify the breeze as playing madly. But then all of a sudden she'll ask the why question, which will turn this into a kind of theodicy, right? Wherefore mine eyes thy silver mists, in other words, tears. Wherefore, O summer's day? Now it seems fairly straightforward that the question she's asking is, with all of my connection to nature, how is it remotely possible that I could be upset, that I could be sad? And of course, one of the potential answers is, well, when I'm in nature, I'm by myself and alone. When I'm not, then I'm having to deal with the whole dynamic of the social confusions that are a part of my life. And in that regards, even on a summer's day, sometimes, I think this is the message of 2A, even on a beautiful summer's day, sometimes even a beautiful summer day is not enough. There's things going on, there's tensions, there's toxicity of a kind or another. And even the beautiful day, the summer day, the harmony with nature still is not enough to save me from the pain and suffering, the theodicy question. At 2B, I love, again, the personification and, again, the pretty people and the breezes matter play. That's fun. I love the quartet of bee sounds here as well, with bee and butterfly and brooks and breezes. And again, I think there is some of Shakespeare's Sonnet 28 at play here. You'll remember, for summer's lease hath all too short a date. If we were to argue that she's sad because she knows that the summer's day must soon end, then I think Shakespeare's Sonnet 28 works rather nicely. Finally, at 3B, to own a poem like this, when was, I can ask it this way, now that you've read this poem, it's really fun to be able to say it this way. When was a time in your life when even an amazing, beautiful summer's day was just not enough? There was some sadness in your life that even a majestic day, like a beautiful summer's day, was not enough. And maybe you can take some comfort in the fact that Emily felt the same way. Thank you.